Hello and welcome back to Joseph Khaemba, the podcast where we explore business opportunities, money and personal development. Today, we are going to talk about entrepreneurship and how the next generation is redefining success. Money and mental health are tightly connected. A lot of young people say money affects their mental health, and the high living costs and a top barrier to financial progress. Today, we delve into why more young people are building businesses and what success means to them, and how finances shape their journeys. My guest today is Mr. George, a young entrepreneur and a mentor who has built his business from the ground up. He is the founder of SEHUB Kenya and is here to share insights on how he started up and made into this space. Let's jump in. Mr. George, thank you for honoring our invitation on our show. Please, hata kama nimekuintroduce, just let our listeners get to know you vizuri from yourself.
Thank you so much, Joseph. And this is my very first time kuingia kwa hii podcast. So by name, I'm Uda George Onyango, and I'm from Safe Environment Hub, SEHUB in short. And this is a CBO, that's community-based organization. We are in Nairobi at Kasarani, and we focus more. We are a non-profit CBO, but we also have a social enterprise arm that is now trying to ensure that youths wanapata pesa mfukoni, of course, as they also do impact the community. Mm-hmm. So that is in short who I am.
Okay.
And also what I do. And also I'm a freelancer, as part of a side gig as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. George, for that deep introduction. So let's delve into this. So today, young people are starting businesses. Is there a good reason? Is it just opportunity or necessity, or even both, that is driving them into business?
I can say it's all those combined, because opportunities are there. It is also necessary for them to be there. And also, one of the main reasons is the internet. The internet has opened the world. It has removed the boundaries that used to be there. Like now, from your end, you can see what is happening in other countries. And those other days, you just hear them from other people's stories. Yeah. But now the internet has broken the boundaries, and you can even do a research on your own and then you pursue. So the internet has reduced the boundaries, and now you can go into any business that you want across the world. You can learn as well, mm-hmm. And then now you are at par with other people.
So the internet has opened up this space so that young people are going through entering these businesses through access to internet. That is the basically what is happening.
Yeah, it's the basic, and it's also a necessity, because due to the fact that many people, the world is being filled. People are giving birth every time, and population is also booming. And also the opportunities are getting scarce, but more are also being created through the internet, through the technology. And so there is a necessity first, and also the internet has enabled people to get job easily from outside and also from within.
Okay. Now that we have said about the digital, how digital is helping these young people into business. Now my second question would be, when you talk to young people, most of them, you talk to them and you see there is kind of something motivating them into entrepreneurship. I don't know, as a young person in this digital space, what motivates you?
All right, there's a lot of things when it comes to motivation factor. Yeah. One of them is fear of missing out, the FOMO, because you find that peers at some point, they go with the trend. So let's say if, for example, the digital trend, example, the TikTok.
Yes.
So you find that people are making money through TikTok, and some, after identifying that they are missing out in that area, they start delving into it. And some the opportunities come because of chances or maybe connections, you see. And sometimes they just learn on their own. So those are the motivation factors. And all those I can say it is being necessitated by the fact that there is that free flow of information, easy flow of information, which has been made possible by the internet
Okay.
opening the world. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think there is any element of like a youth is focused on doing something on the internet and at the same time he is wired through making wealth? Is it possible that youth can be thinking that line, that I'm doing this and the end goal is I need to create wealth for myself or for my future, or they are thinking short term?
In terms of wealth, that one I can say it's a relative question, because when you say you're creating wealth,
Yeah.
wealth means that even if you are dead, you still have got assets and also money.
Yeah, yeah.
But in this case, it's more of being sustainable in terms of let's say food, shelter, the immediate needs. Yeah, so that one is also there. They factor that one in, living a good life, a better life. So
Today.
they want to like they're trying to get away of the suffering lifestyle.
Okay.
Eh.
Okay. Thank you. We are moving well. So kuna hizi digital gigs that the youths are leo hii engage in. Some examples of them, like if zile zenye unajua sana, they are trending and the youths are doing so well in it. Unaweza zijua?
Yes, kuna a lot of gigs that the youth currently do. There are those online marketing that they do.
Yeah.
There are, let's say, online writing.
Yes.
There are virtual assistants, and also some even do companies. Those that are now thinking long term, because others are long term, others are short term, and some are like they are building a foundation. So those that are now very common nowadays, there is that online marketing, there is online writing, there is also in terms of videography, they are there. So it's a matter of the interest that they have and also the exposure. So there are several, yes.
Okay. And they basically need someone to have skills. So you need to have some skills in it so that to excel.
The skills, of course, they have to have the skills for them to excel in them. But the good thing about them acquiring the skill is that it's easy to learn the skills. For example, let's say for a TikToker, they just look at what other people are doing and then they start small from where they are. For, let's say, content creation is wide depending on which area. Let's say, for example, there's that marketing thing, there's creating content that less amusing content, maybe educational content. So it's a matter of them learning from their peers or maybe from other sources. So those skills they learn along the way. If you look at a trend of, let's say, a youth online, from their first video to the very immediate video, you'll see some progress of learning. When they started, it was more of rudimentary, but as they progress, these skills get polished. So it's more of learning along the way, and then the skill gets perfect.
Yeah. There is this aspect of youths balancing between the financial wellness and mental health. Is it an impact to these young people?
Yeah, the balance between mental health and the financial
wellness. Yeah, as much as they're looking for this money through this digital space, there is also, I know for sure that there is this also aspect of mental health. Sometimes it's not going to go the way maybe you want it to happen. And maybe some have invested in so heavily, or some, they just have the idea that this must work, but then it doesn't. You realize somebody has fallen into depression. So there is this aspect of mental health. How are youths ready to cope with this kind of balance between the financial wellness and the aspect of mental health?
Yes, it's a very delicate balance because mental health, this applies across, even for the older generation, the young people, it's all over currently. Because when you start something, there is expectation, of course.
Yes.
So if you can't like deal with the situation very well, then now there is that negative impact to your mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of coping up, that one, it depends with individuals, I can say so.
Okay.
Because, for example, if you are exposed to, let's say, a support system, for example, a family, or maybe your peers, they are supportive of you. So if things go down, those will be your safety net. So you run to them for you to be taken care of in terms of your mental well-being. But for those who don't have support systems, then there is a challenge to them because uh, it will take a toll on them because they have never experienced this challenge. If it is failure, they are experiencing for the first time, and how to deal with it is a challenge. Yeah. So in terms of dealing with the mental health and let's say success in this area, it's relative, and there's a need for, let's say, the society to take up the task of addressing any mental issues along this space.
Yeah, the reason I ask this is I remember some times back, is it 2019, 2018, the very well-known comedian in this country, Mulamwa.
Mulamo, yes.
Yeah, faced this scenario where he had started and things were going well. Then along the way, I don't know what happened, but he experienced some setbacks, and he came out and was trying to ban his satires. I remember at the time the former, is it an LCK or something, came in and
LSK.
some there's a leader who came in. Then there is also Jalango. Some people stood up and held his hand, and here he is today. So support system is very critical, very critical. And when it happens, some people go into hiding. Maybe they say, okay, maybe it was not meant to be. So they go down, and the next thing you hear, someone has died, or maybe it is completely not in the space again. So those are very unfortunate, but there is, as you said, you look for supporting system. It could be a family, a friend, or the other peers you are doing these things together, so that you rely on them for the support. Okay. Vijana siku hizi wana define success. I don't want to say vibaya, but there is a way they define success. They like having all these things, the material, like you said in the previously, you said having just meeting their daily needs. So what is the real definition of success that young youth watching will say, this is the path I would want to go with?
Defining success can also vary from one individual to the other, depending on their goal. Kama ni long term goal, of course.
Sasa ile ya kupeleka yenye unajua, I'm defining my success path that 10, 20, 30 years from now, I'll be financially free. Okay? Yeah, ndakuwa free, or I can buy things at comfortably without struggling. That means you saved. That means you've invested, and basically financially free.
So that is okay. That definition of success is more of long term, huh?
Yeah.
But when you bring it down to short term,
yeah.
So in a short term basis, there are goals that they set. For example, kama ni content creator.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm a creator content. The success of that content ni kwamba maybe ifike some few thousand views, na maybe mrudishie do. That is success. You need short term. So maybe a long term part of it, kama ametengeneza, let's say ametengeneza a channel. For the long term, ataweka that this particular content inafaa, kama ni channel, ikuwe na let's say 1 million followers. And maybe monthly income inafaa ikuwe a certain amount.
Mhm.
So that is a long-term success.
Mhm.
Or maybe expanding that particular enterprise in Nyanza.
Mhm.
If it is something to do with, let's say, for example, which example can I use?
On
For the content creation I've given, then let's say ameanza a company.
your company.
Yeah, ameanza a company, and maybe for the success part of it, this particular company is sustainable in a increase in number of employment.
Mhm.
Kama ni kuimpact the society, kuna impact anapeleka kwa society.
Yeah, yeah.
In terms of employment, in terms of wellness, you see.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
those are the kind of success that the youth are also looking at.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then also, as youth vlog into this space, there's just things to do with the financial risks they are supposed to be aware of. Yeah, there is no any venture that you will enter and flow without financial risks. So youths or entrepreneurs who are aspiring, those who are aspiring and those already there, but not yet deep into it, what are some of the financial risks they are supposed to, know and learn how to cope with them, or even sometimes manage? Because we say financial risks, you can manage them, reduce their impact, or sometimes manage just how to, thrive with alongside them. Yeah.
A lot of financial risk. One of them is that there's that risk of you losing your investment.
True.
Yes. Yeah, because let's say you've bought, for example, I'm just sticking to that content creation as an example.
Yeah, yeah.
You've bought your equipment, you've rented a place, or maybe you've bought a car to drive you from point A to point B.
Yeah.
But now the venture is not like adding up. It's not bringing you the income that you wanted.
Yeah.
So it means that you've lost your money in that venture.
Yeah, yeah.
And also there is that risk of you being conned, because there are also con people who are in the game. They want to maximize on your inability to address the challenges, and then they get that money from you. So
Yeah.
you can be conned in this industry, in the industry, as youth people have been conned. And also, let's say bad investment.
Yeah.
You have got your money, of course, and then without you not doing proper, let's say, background check.
Yeah.
In that area, you just invest blindly. So that is a financial risk that you'll have to address before now you go deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good points on financial risks. The young people can look out or watch out and just take care while they move around this space. So next I will ask again about the trends out here in this digital space that young people can look out for, so that they are ever remaining in the trend. Yeah.
That's a good question. Yeah, we have one of the trends is the fintech. That's the financial technology space. Apple, we have the M-Pesa platform, we have the Airtel Money, what. Those are what now people use as payment platforms. And also there is that cryptocurrency. It's also something that they can also venture into. But this is requiring some caution, because it's a very tricky market. It's very volatile, and there are also challenges in terms of people having fake platforms that con, and also they lose a lot of money through that if they are not careful in that space as well.
Yeah, if you've ever been paid through these online platforms, the financial technology, we have things like Sendwaves, we have the PayPal. Some of them, they are not fully encrypted. Like, security is not just top notch. So you trust, you do some work, like, let's say abroad, somebody pays you through that platform, and it's like you are going to wait for your money to reach your M-Pesa wallet forever. Are these some of the things like you can look at and then say, I can do something that will meet that gap? Or
All right. The financial systems, not all of them are like well secured.
yeah,
Like a case in point, I remember I'd used my PayPal and it was just genuine transaction,
yeah,
but it was limited for like permanent limitation where you can't withdraw your money.
yeah,
Yeah. So those are also some of the challenges that youths face. For example, if they have, let's say, they have done some remote job and then they need to be paid through PayPal,
yeah.
and then they face such a challenge. Maybe the money they've been paid does not like they don't get it because of the challenges with the systems. Then it's a discouragement. Maybe going forward, and people should be more educated on the right platforms to use.
Yeah, sure.
Currently, PayPal has like made some improvement. Even Pioneer is there. So the fact that there are a variety of those platforms makes it possible for them to choose from those that are available. So for them to go into that direction, they can seek advice from those people who have been in there, those who have got experience, both good and bad, with those systems. So they will get the right information from them.
Okay. That's wonderful. Finally, Mr. George, I would like to ask you to share your parting shot. Any advice you give these young people who really want to go into this digital space and make money? Maybe just your parting shot advice. Yeah.
Nasema pesa kwa mfuko.
Yeah.
Ama ni pesa kwa vijana ama kazi
So
kwa vijana.
ikue pesa kwa mfuko kwa vijana.
Na kwa watu.
Alafu wazee.
Yeah, so hapo it's good that the current young generation is very active when it comes to looking for money.
Yeah.
And you find akimaliza campus or maybe a certain level of education, they try to find something for their pocket, not necessarily depending on their parents and guardians.
Yeah.
So I just encourage them to go and do that. But now they should be more cautious when doing so because there are cons in this game.
Yeah.
And also there is a failed system as well. For example, they should learn the rules and regulations guiding those platforms that they are looking money for.
Yeah, very true.
In terms of regulation in our country, Kenya, of course, kuna KRA, which if you are not compliant with them, they will come to you. They will come to your doorstep as well. So the youth that are looking into like getting money online, the digital space and any other space, they should be really much aware of the compliance bit of it. I don't say that they evade tax, but they try to comply because compliance is key to the government because we get revenue to run the country through the tax system.
Yes.
So for them, they should be more compliant, and by being compliant, lazima will get information, the right information from the right institution. For example, KRA, they offer trainings for those who want to get trained on the financial systems, how to do their filings. But again, it can be challenging for them to get training as individuals, so they can be in groups to get that. And then another advice that I can give them is to avoid the quick fix approach.
Yeah.
That one calls for being resilient because everything that you do, lazima utie bidii na ukuwe patient enough for you to get that thing.
Yeah.
So wasiwe na haraka sana. Haraka ni vizuri lakini sio ile unrealistic. You put effort and then you be strategic in your effort. Kama kitu imeenda mbaya, you go back and check nini imeenda mbaya, nirekebishe wapi. Nitafute advice where.
Yeah.
And with that, it's possible for them to go a long way because watakuwa wamerekebika along the way. And they should also trust the process.
Okay.
Because ukianzisha kitu, of course you should have some goal with it. And if you have a long-term goal, keep to it, but be strategic as well.
Okay. And just on that, maybe on that advice, something like we have something like government program going on called Ajira Digital. Is this part of an institution you will encourage a young person to join? I've seen so many posting, maybe they are there already. Is it a good platform to get this information on what to do maybe?
Yeah, it's a good thing that the government is also trying to educate the youth in line of digital trends.
Okay.
A case in point is that Ajira Digital. It's a good thing, of
Yeah,
course. And I've not got first-hand experience with it.
Okay.
But for me, I feel it's a good thing because it's like a gate towards digital literacy and also exploring things to do with digital space that they can also take advantage of really wapate job both within the country and outside the country.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Today, we've learned that youth entrepreneurship is not just a trend, it reflects a more profound shift towards freedom, purpose, and holistic success. Many young adults have started entrepreneurial ventures, and many see financial independence and well-being as their primary makers of success. At the same time, money remains a top stressor, and building resilience through budgeting, side gigs, and professional advice can make all the difference. If you dream of starting your own venture, remember you don't have to follow the traditional path. Define success on your own terms, balance ambition with mental health, and surround yourself with supportive people. Thanks for listening to Joseph Khaemba. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and share. Until next time, keep exploring opportunities, growing your wealth, and investing in yourself. Thank you, Mr. George.
Thanks so much for inviting me. Until next time.
Thanks.